Hello, welcome back to Nail Chronicle. This is my first video in quite a long time. May was just a super ridiculous busy month, and also I got sick part way through it, so that was fun. But hopefully that's my only cold for the year, fingers crossed. Anyway, so I'm applying here just a white polish. I don't really know much about it. It's a brand from Kmart, that's Kmart in Australia. It's pretty good actually. Like it's relatively smooth, but it's got a thick enough formula that you don't need 20 coats just to get it opaque. From memory, it only took me about 3 coats for opaqueness, which is pretty good for a white. I've had some that take, you know, sort of 5 or 6, and you're just like, at that point you kind of just want to give up. And you'll also notice I've got a bandage on my finger. I accidentally burnt myself on the fry pan and it ended up being pretty bad. So I do take the bandage off partway through because it just got too annoying, but later on in the week I ended up having to put it back on. I've also, if you ever burn yourself, look up for some stuff called Solicite. It's the best burn gel, or you can use it on wounds and things, and it heals it right up. I've even used it on sunburn. It's amazing. Yeah, no, look up Solicite. Yeah, so I just kept putting the white on until I was happy, and then moved on to my stamping. So for the stamping, I'm using a plate I got out of the 20 for 20 bundle from Menology. This is from their old collection of Bundle Monster. It's from their teen collection, hence the pink and little bow. It's not something I would have gone out and bought, but it has got some cool stamping images on it, so it's kind of challenged me a little bit, which is awesome. When I originally started this design, I started actually up the plate. I'm like, oh, I've got to use this plate. I've got to try and work out something I can do with it. And it wasn't that I don't like the images. They are pretty cool, although I'm probably getting to the point where I'm a bit old for them now. It's more that it was, what can I put on that's not too teeny that I can wear to work? And so that was kind of my challenge. If I was on holiday, I'd probably be a bit more free and just like, yeah, put whatever on. But yeah, I've still got to keep my nails semi within the professional realms. Yeah, so I sort of had a look at the images, and I was originally thinking maybe some of the food items would be fun because I've got another Hawaii food plate and I could combine them and do some reverse stamping and that would look cool. And then I spotted the checkered things, and I remembered that I have some decals with like the card game shapes on them, so I think it's a heart and a club from memory. I'll probably get that wrong. But yeah, so I remembered I had those that I wanted to use. So in my head I was creating a design that had a chessboard and some card games on it. And that's what I thought. It was until I went into work and a few people were going, oh, you've got racing car, or like, you know, racing flags. And I'm like, oh yeah, it does actually look like racing flags more than a chessboard because of the size of the squares. So hence I've kind of changed the name and I just went with it. But even with the two themes of like racing and card games, it's still in that, well, I think it's still in that theme of gaming, because you have the, you know, PlayStation games where you're racing a car, which are a lot of fun. So yeah, I just decided to keep stamping. Partway through you'll see that my my plate did get a bit clogged up, so I just cleaned that part way. I don't think I've shown that on film before, but yeah, I do that quite often, particularly if you find you're not able to pick up an image when you were before, just like moments earlier. Try cleaning your plate, half the time it fixes it. I just use non-acetone nail polish remover to clean my plates. No idea if it's the right way, but it hasn't damaged them yet, so it seems to work. I know everyone's got their own sort of different way of cleaning those. Just make sure you don't get any nail polish remover, whether it's acetone or non-acetone, on the clear stamper. It will kill it. I've learned that one the hard way. Just use a roller just to clean it, or you can stamp it on the mat like I was, just to get little bits of excess off as well. I also made sure that I had enough black polish on there just to ensure that it's stamped fully. I didn't want to have big chunks missing off it, because this one, you want a whole nail to be covered with the stamped image. So I've done 3 nails on each hand, and now moving on to my next step. So these are just like you can't really see it on camera, but they're actually quite soft. They sort of feel like a foam, but a little bit of a thicker foam. And so what I did is just start that again. What I did is just apply a clear coat of nail polish on. Any clear will do, and then just put the decal on where I wanted it, and then using the tweezers just pushed it down and tried to get it to sort of follow the bend of my nail, which wasn't always easy. And the reason I wanted to try and get it as flat as possible is that I know that when these lift up, they start getting caught on my hair and it drives me up the wall, particularly because I've got sort of thick curly hair, so yeah, you can just imagine. So they do annoy me after a couple of days, and I end up inevitably taking them off, but I managed to survive the week with them, so maybe I'm just getting more used to it. So just kept going along. Some of them I put some extra polish on, so I'd put one down, squish it down, and then see it lifting up a little bit, so I put some nail polish just around the thing itself. I know other people, when they apply these, they'd use like more of a nail glue. I've never used nail glue, but I'm not 100% convinced on it. I'm just worried I'm going to damage my nails. So if you've had experience with nail glue, I'd love to know, did you find your nails get damaged, or did you have any negative side effects? Was it hard to get off? And how did you actually get nail glue off? Because that's the thing that scares me the most. I don't want to end up with, you know, something stuck to my nail for 3 weeks that I can't get off because of the nail glue. So if you can let me know in the comments what your experiences are and how you found it, that'd be awesome. And for my stamping polish, I always use OPI start to finish. I find it doesn't smudge, and it's the best one that I've come across so far. I know there's some other ones that you can get, and I'm really keen for my next Penology order if I can get it. I think they've got a no smudge or no smear top coat polish. I might give that a go because I am starting to run low on this one, but for now it works and I quite enjoy it. So I just kept going along with my other hand as well, just taking my time, and that's the key thing, is that you want to get it in the right spot. And once you've put that clear on, it's really hard to actually move the object, so have it in your head where you want the decal to go. And so just onto my last nail. I think it's my last one. But yeah, so this was actually quite a fun one to create. It was surprisingly, I guess it was a little bit harder than I thought it would be, only because the decals were a bit of fiddly and you could see I'm like constantly trying to adjust them and fix them up. But the stamping went on really well, and I'm really glad I finally got that clear one working, because I've got actually a few of those clear stampers. Yes, I'm really surprised at how well it actually went with this one. I was expecting it to go horribly wrong, and it turned out pretty cool. So here's my final design. I hope you like it. Let me know in the comments what you think, and don't forget about my questions of nail glue. Anyway, until next time, I'll see you then. Bye!